Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
They got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dahil mihi Anglican po, he's verbal fluffy.
That's literally not true.
Oh, for crumb's sake.
Is that correct?
I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. I really enjoyed the lunch break. I'll tell you, my doctor will probably tell me it was not a good lunch break, but I was reading all the posts. I was looking at all the suggestions, the ideas on the burner phone, and I think I accidentally ate a whole bag of candy corn. I'm pretty sure this is just the one serving size, though. Rock's classic candy corn. I'm pretty sure it's one serving size, 15 pieces. I ate 10 servings. Shame on me. I had a little bit of help. It was an accident. It was a mistake. All right, I'm missing my computer. I have it. It's just not connected. Hang on one second. Welcome back. I have no idea who on the internet. I apologize. I was busy. I was busy reading. Okay, I found the right cables. Hang on.
I'm trying to have court. You don't raise your voice again.
There's one. There's two.
Bring the jury.
Okay. Now I just need power, and I'll be good. There we go. Stubby little pencil. All right, I'm super excited. I'm super excited about Halloween. Weather Watch was right. This is a lot of fun.
Nothing in the order that restrains you from talking to cats.
This is a lot of fun. Looking forward to going and over the top on the decorations for Halloween. Let's see. We are still waiting for Judge Boyd, so we're going to jump up to this court right here, which is
issue $1,000 bench warrant.
It's a new judge. Who's this? New judge, who dis? Anybody know? Newbie, thank you. I think AWOL also made the same suggestion. Walmart has garment bags you can use for a body bag. They work great because they're kid size.
Yeah.
Which I think will be better than adult size.
Yeah, let's just move it. Can we move it on to an infraction calendar date? I'm kind of surprised to see it on there, actually.
Thurston, Washington.
Okay. All right, I believe that concludes our calendar for today.
Oh, wow, we joined at the perfect time, Judge. Thank you. Is this our first day?
With that, the court will be in recess.
She's done. That's all we get. That was Thurston County District Court 2. We do a quick check and see if they have any other Thurston County things going on right now. Not in 1, not in 2, not in 3. Last but not least, courtroom 4, not in 4. So nothing going on in Thurston County right now. There might be something next week. We'll keep an eye on that. We do have,
Mr. Regier, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor. Upon successful entry of a stipulation in both these matters, the state's understanding of the agreement is that pursuant to negotiations, the state would recommend that the sentence in the 21 CR 493 be modified to a 9-month sentence. In reviewing the original misdemeanor journal entry in that case, it does appear that the court did order a 12-month underlying sentence back in August of 2022 when this matter was initially sentenced. It does appear that the court did order a 6-month underlying jail sentence as of January 2024 in the 23 CR 129 case. State does not oppose those running concurrent with each other, and there does appear to be indicated in the journal entry in the 23 CR case, quote, any jail time credit shall be awarded towards the underlying 6 months jail.
All right. So the journal entry is silent in regards to concurrent or consecutive?
One
Yes.
moment.
All right. And my understanding of the law is if it's silent as to concurrent or consecutive, it must be treated as concurrent. And
Your Honor, and that does appear to be an accurate reflection of the state's understanding of the law and the 2 journal entries in these matters.
all right. Mr. Whiteside, have you heard what the attorneys have told me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Whiteside, do you understand that you're entitled to a trial, a hearing on whether or not you violated the terms of your probation?
I understand, but
And you understand that the state would have the burden of proof by a preponderance of the evidence, or more likely than not?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. And have you had sufficient time to discuss this with Mr. Patterson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you, has anybody forced or coerced you in some fashion to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor, but if I may.
Well, you'll have an opportunity here in a moment. I've got some questions I need to cover first. Are you under the influence of any medications or intoxicants at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything that makes it difficult for you to think clearly?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Did you have a question in regards to entering the plea, or what was it you wanted to?
I just would like to say that I know that I messed up in the past, and
okay, I'll give you an opportunity to make those statements in a moment. Okay, I just wanted to be sure there wasn't a procedural thing that we needed to cover first. So have you had enough time to go over this with Mr. Patterson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you understand that while there's a recommendation that your sentence be modified, the court is not bound to do that. You could be revoked in order to serve the sentence as originally ordered.
I understand.
All right. Very well. And counsel,
Mr. Aguirre,
is there a stipulation in regards to the violations as listed in the affidavit in support of the motion?
Mr.
That
Aguirre,
is so stipulated, Your Honor. Yes.
not in a bad mood
Very
today.
well. I find there's a factual basis that the plea is knowingly and voluntarily entered with the advice of good counsel, and I will find that Mr. Whiteside has violated the terms of his probation in 21 CR 493 and 23 CR 129, and as I understand it, the state is dismissing 24 CR 267. Is that correct?
The state is not aware of any disposition on the 2024 case being involved in this.
That case will be set for trial, Judge. So
okay, all right, very well. So I'll hear counsel and also from the defendant, Mr. Whiteside, as to what should occur concerning his probation revocation. I'll start with the state, Mr. Regier.
Again, Your Honor, pursuant to plea negotiations, the state is prepared to recommend that in the 2021 case, the sentence be modified to a 9-month underlying sentence. The state does not make any recommendations pursuant to plea negotiations for modification in the 2023 case. The state is recommending that the defendant serve the sentences with credit for time served. The state is not opposed to these 2 cases running concurrent with each other pursuant to plea negotiations.
Well, that's been determined that they have to be concurrent. So very well. Thank you. Mr. Patterson, anything additional?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Judge, this is a case where Mr. Whiteside was an absconder. He was. Now, where he was absconding to was with his mother, who is ailing, is what I understand, has some medical issues that are pretty severe. So he did abscond and was taking care of her. But to his credit, Judge, and I'd ask the court to consider this, there was a warrant for his arrest. He was made aware of that warrant by the bondsman, Larry Kirkman. And he then, rather than have Mr. Kirkman face any consequences, he came back and turned himself in to Mr. Kirkman, who ended up, of course, taking him to jail. So he did come back voluntarily from taking care of his mother. So we would ask the court to consider the requested modification. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Whiteside, is there?
Hang on, I've got to address this issue that just popped up in chat. For those who would like to win the internet, let me explain something. And this I happen to know from the insiders. The people that win the internet either get extremely lucky and just happen to check my channel right when it goes live and be there first, or they sit on my channel and constantly, I mean, we're talking like a snare drum fast, click, 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 click on refresh, like thousands of times, sometimes for 20 minutes at a time, waiting for the live stream to start. And then they're notified as soon as it. So if you want to win, that's all you have to do is just click, know when we're going to go live, and click on it nonstop. And as soon as it's live, be the first person in chat. There's no, I don't give heads up to anybody. I don't say, hey, usually like 1 or 2 times I've done that. But you can be a member. You can be green. Let's see, Michael, you say, I beg to differ. Green was right under my chat. Let's see. Were you first, Michael? Because I don't know who won this time. I will tell you that to find the true winner, we have to click on live chat instead of top chat. And that will sort it based on thousandths of a second. But let's see. Don't give away the internet secrets. I'm telling you, that's what, Kim, I know that's what you do. They click refresh hundreds of times, usually on a fast internet connection. I will tell you that some of them are in chat and have commented before the loading screen for me creating the window and saying launch even loads on my end. Like I will join and they'll already be talking. So that's how it works. All right. Now we're back. It was Greeners this time as usual. Greeners, congratulations. First in chat. Internet's all yours.
Counsel, was there restitution in 21 CR 493? Or any other unpaid monies at this time?
Your Honor, the journal entry in the 21 CR 493 case does appear to refer to a restitution amount of $500. I would need the opportunity with the court's leave to review the public portal to make that, to advise the court further.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, according to the notes I have, the 21 CR 493 case is paid in full, but he still owes $668 in the 23 CR 129.
Your Honor, if I may, I have a really good job over there where my mom lives. I help build churches and Walmarts and stuff, and I have a bank account that I have enough money I could pay that upon going to the bank and pulling it out.
All right. Well, you say upon going to the bank. Can
I have a bank card in my inventory here. I could just go to an ATM and pull it out.
All right.
I work 70 to 80 hours a week. So, and most of that is drive time, and I'm on call a lot too. So, but I'm able to sit at home and get paid while on the clock.
Careful, dude.
I do a lot of the.
Your boss may be watching.
Contracts, and I do the blueprints and stuff like that.
All right.
That's cool.
As the restitution appears to have been paid, in 21 CR 493, I am going
In
to
front of the Walmart.
modify your sentence as requested to a controlling sentence of 9 months. I do revoke your probation. You'll serve out the remainder of that time. You'll get credit for time served. You've served on this case as well as 23 CR 129, as those were running concurrently. And so that should take care of those two cases.
I'm not gonna argue about semantics here.
So we'll take up 24 CR 267. Same appearances as before. Are there any announcements at this time?
Judge, we would ask that be set for jury trial. I will file the appropriate document.
All right. I believe that
Hush.
trial date is,
I'm trying to have
pre-trial
court. Raise your
is
voice again.
February 23rd at 9. Mr. Whiteside, if that matter is still going to be tried, you need to be appearing at the court security unless you're in custody, serving out your sentence here. I would think you'd be done with that by that date. Your trial date will be February 25th through 26th.
Wow, he's going back in.
But again, I want you to be sure that you stay in contact with Mr. Patterson. You need to make the arrangements to get that second case, that 23 case, paid off, and that'll be a condition of your probation. I want that paid within the next 2 weeks. So while you're there, if you fail to make that payment as you've indicated you could do, that's largely why I'm doing what the parties have requested.
Your Honor,
you said you're in a position to pay that.
if I have my card in my inventory in the jail, I'd have to be able to get my card, and
there's no ATM in the jail.
I'll let you make arrangements with the jail and or your bank. I would think there'd be a way of managing that so that can be paid.
Okay.
So if they would work with you, I'd appreciate it in that regard. If for some, or do you have somebody else on the account that can withdraw money and I'm
the only person on the account.
Okay, well, yeah, if you talk with your bank or something, I understand you may have limited contact information, but if there becomes a big issue, but I would like to see you get that taken care of as a condition of this probation. I don't want you to serve your sentence and then still be owing money on it. Okay?
Understood.
All right.
I have one more.
We've got, hold on. So the other case is still for February 23rd. You're going to need to submit. I don't know if you have recently submitted an application for court-appointed attorney. What you described, I'm not. Of course, you're going to be sitting in jail for a while yet. Sounds like so. If you haven't submitted an application, you need to do that.
Hold tight.
So
hold
the
tight.
court can determine.
We've got movement. We have movement. And I've got my other one tied up, so this is the way we're going to do it. Sorry, Judge Stephanie Boyd is live. There it is. I don't know what's happened, but the judge has gone live. Let's listen in.
All right, everyone. It's the court's understanding that the jurors have reached a verdict. The jurors did sit
One hour, 40 minutes roughly on the clock. Jury deliberation time. shows that the jury in this case trying to decide if the husband or the wife is lying. Both of them apparently are cheating. We heard everything from the stand. More than we wanted to hear, trust me. And let me tell you that in more ways than one, the poop hit the fan in this case. The poop hit the fan. And right now, we are waiting for the jury to bring a verdict in to tell us if they believe the wife actually committed aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against the husband, or if they find that she was justified in her use and display of a firearm and a knife against the husband because she was being attacked by the husband. Who they believe, I don't know. They're going to have to disbelieve something from somebody. So we'll watch now and listen in as the judge.
Questions, but before the court could send an answer back, they've reached a verdict.
The judge says they had a question but reached a verdict.
What we're going to do is we're going to receive the juror's verdict. I'm going to ask everyone, please remain calm. There's not to be any shouting. Then whatever the verdict is, we'll take a short recess. All right, if you could bring the jurors in, please.
Bring the jurors. Bring the jury. The defendant on the far left of the screen, sitting back in the gallery, the defendant on the far right, the husband on the far left, couldn't be further apart in the courtroom on opposite ends. Quick verdict. This, I have to say, looks bad for the wife because one of the last pieces of evidence that was admitted was audio and video recording of her admitting to the crime. We'll see what the jury thinks. The jury's coming in right now. Perfect timing. Let me play with the audio, make sure you guys can hear everything perfectly. Maybe the jury's in the bathroom. Don't flush, jury. If you don't know why, just trust me. The jail, this whole courthouse is having a plumbing issue today, a literal plumbing issue. It's backed up.
All right, we're ready.
All right, for the jury.
Did she change on lunch, the defendant? Verdict is like 30.
Oh, please be seated.
30 seconds delayed, basically.
All right, everyone, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the court's understanding that you've reached a verdict. Is that correct? Yeah. And have you reached a verdict on both counts? And are those verdicts unanimous? All right, if you'll hand the charge to the deputy, please.
Thank you, Buttercup. Appreciate it.
Thank you. If the defendant will please rise. The verdict form reads as follows. Count 1, we the jury find the defendant, Shelby Jean Rodriguez, not guilty of the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon as charged in count 1 of the indictment. Count 1, lesser included offense of misdemeanor deadly conduct verdict form. We the jury find the defendant, Shelby Jean Rodriguez, not guilty of the lesser included offense of misdemeanor deadly conduct under count 1. Count 2, verdict form. We, the jury, find the defendant, Shelby Jean Rodriguez, not guilty of the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon as charged in count 2 of the indictment. Count 2, lesser included offense of misdemeanor assault verdict form. We, the jury, find the defendant, Shelby Jean Rodriguez, not guilty of the lesser included offense of misdemeanor assault under count 2. You may be seated. Does anyone wish to have the jurors polled?
The jury.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the deputy is going to take you back to the jury room, and I'll come and talk to you briefly.
Wow.
Thank you.
The jury did not believe the husband, and I have to say this as well, and did not believe the wife. They found when she admitted to holding the gun and pointing it at her husband, they had to find that it was in self-defense.
All right, everyone may be
That's the
seated.
only way around that. So they believed it was self-defense.
All right,
which
having
means
been found not guilty of counts 1 and counts 2, and also the lesser included offense, you have
Husband's
30
leaving.
days to file a motion requesting an expunction.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may inquire, I think.
Just one moment, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
All right, so, I'm sorry, just have a seat.
Oh,
All
Sit
right.
down. Sit down.
So
I know you're excited. You
I'm
won.
going to speak with the jurors briefly so I can have them excused because we have the issues with the plumbing, as you know.
Mhm.
And then if there's anything else that needs to be placed on the record, I'll come back and we can place it on the record at that time. All right, thank you. There is.
You can't. No, you can't use the restroom. I'm sorry. There's no restroom facilities available in the courthouse. Wow, this is a surprise. This is a surprise. I thought for sure she was going to get guilty because she literally admitted to the officer on body cam that she said, yeah, I was mad at him. He wouldn't tell me the truth, so I'm going to grab my gun and point it at him. He's going to tell me. Wow. That's basically the crime. The crime she's accused of, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That fits perfectly. Her testimony on the stand was that she was attacked and she didn't tell the officers that because she was worried that she would lose the breadwinner in the home. And for that reason, she didn't bring up the fact that she was attacked. Jury must have believed her. Jury must not have believed the husband. Maybe it's some of the tells we saw. Maybe it's some of the mannerisms he had that the jury watched, and the long delays before responding to questions that should be, for most of us, a snap decision, a snap answer. They just didn't think it was. Wow, that was crazy. I was not expecting that. I thought for sure we'd get lesser included, at least on the first charge, with the gun. That is wild. Husband wasn't believable to me at all. The wife was more so believable, but I thought there was some things she said that didn't quite make sense, didn't ring true. I think both of them probably, as is the case in most of these things, both of them have some parts of the story that either aren't being told or aren't being told fully. Their divorce is pending. I imagine that's going to go through. I don't think they believed the husband. I think they believed her. Just Girl Baking says, every day I watch things like this, I'm thankful for my husband. Quicks is not guilty across the board ever. Not the quickest, but it was fast, an hour and 40 minutes roughly. Walking in others' shoes. Agree with the verdict. There you go. Yep. I didn't believe her, says Lucy. I voted not guilty. I honestly think I voted guilty, honestly. I thought that her confession was enough to meet. As much as I didn't want her to be guilty, I thought that her confession was enough to secure the guilty vote, but not so. We didn't hear the full trial. There was testimony that the jury got that we did not. That's true. There were some audio issues that cut out, and we skipped a tiny bit as well. The best thing these two did was separate. They were no good for each other. I think they've become that. I'm not sure if they started out that way, but that's where they've become. They both need counseling, so do the children. I believe her it was self-defense. Wow, I feel sorry for the kids. Always the kids come out the loser in these situations. There are two things pop into my head. General advice that I've heard that I find to be fairly true. If you're having relationship troubles, generally I would recommend not introducing another partner and then not introducing another child. Those are not things that will fix the relationship for you. It sounded like this relationship had both of those introduced. Oh, that divorce should be fun, very expensive, and very spicy because it's going on. Or a firearm in the home. Yeah, I'm okay with the firearms in the home if they're secured properly and used properly, but yeah, toxic relationship. It clearly had some issues. Anyway, wow, that was quick. See, that I think the jury didn't care about either one of them, just wanted to get out of that awful, stinking courthouse. Lambros, welcome. Lambros Career Coach, welcome. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button. We call that admitting to being an addict of true crime. I mean, another person might seem like a chance worth taking, just saying. Yeah, with a volatile relationship, yeah. Let's see, can't be much clearer than the defendant openly admitting to the offense. The jury dismissed the evidence of the truth, didn't have to believe her or him. Well, maybe if they say not guilty, it's not that they believed her, it's that the state hasn't proved it happened because they didn't believe him. Maybe that's all they needed. It's like, you didn't prove it happened. We find the witness, the one witness that testified that this did happen, incredible. Maybe that's all it was. They had a question, then changed their mind, said, no, let's go. Yeah, I wonder how close it was to being a split verdict or a lesser included. Yeah, the possible jail time she was facing could have been as high as 99 years, which seems ridiculously high when we look at people who have literally committed murder and get 20 years, 25 years, 40 years. It seems crazy. Aaron Blackman, not sure why we're so surprised that she was found not guilty for protecting herself. Well, we don't know what the jury found. It might have been that they found that she protected herself. It might have just been that they found that they didn't think that it ever happened. Even if she admitted it, they don't believe either of them. Could be a couple different ways. Jury wants it out of the multi-story outhouse. They're on the level above the stink. But wow, that is wild. That is wild. I'm surprised at that, and a little bit pleased at the same time. I think there's a better solution than just throwing people in jail. I don't think in this situation that would have fixed it. It would have caused more problems for more people, specifically the kids, I think. Love to know what the jury stats were. Yeah, me as well. I think the Chuck E. Cheese sealed her fate. Chuck E. Cheese, that was wild. I've said that a couple times, but getting, a close call with death, right? Staring down the barrel of a gun from a scorned lover, in this case, wife. That's about as close to death as you can get, right? And without, being dead. And after doing that, then going straight to Chuck E. Cheese to buy a gumball machine because that'll make her happy. I don't know. Chuck E. Cheese crisis counseling. It's the gumball machines that do it. Y'all do not understand the power of a gumball machine, says my boy. I don't. I know it has a lot of power over my kids. They always want to go in the door closest to the gumball machines when we're at the store, even if it's a longer walk. All right. Well, I was expecting just a little bit more time to be on verdict watch, but we'll end it there. The judge has not come back yet. I was going to see if they're just sorting out the paperwork. She's free to go. There's nothing else that's holding her, so they're just doing the paperwork to clear everything up and get her, any bond conditions taken care of. But wow, Friday. It is Friday all day, and it's Friday at 3:30. I still have not clicked the purchase button. Let me tell you where I'm at. Okay, quick. This Halloween thing has got me. I've been bitten by the Halloween bug. I'm going to get the paper Tyvek crime scene suits, but I want to get some furniture paint, like cloth, the paint that's good for painting cloth, and a stencil so I can stencil like CSI or something on the back so they look like, instead of just being a white suit, like a painter at work. I don't know how to find a stencil, or I don't even know what logo to use. So if you guys know of a good crime scene looking stencil without the thumbprint in the background, let me know, crime scene investigation. And then how to make that into a stencil that's like shoulder size, like 8.5 by 11. If somebody has like a stencil machine and wants to make me one or tell me how much it costs, let me know first, and then I'll see if I can buy it from you. How many more days of this? Just buy it, RA. Oh, we've got a month. We've got a month for me to get this done. Get a sled pin. Oh, that would be nice. Blue painter's tape and flat black spray paint. Is it like blocky letters? I need like a laser printer is what I need. Sharpie makes great paint pens. Yeah, let's see. Ace Hardware may have a stencil used for house numbers that also has letters. Brady's handing out gumballs. Do a hand print of each of you all for your own suit and then get a cheap stencil for CSI. Hand print. Like bloody hand print on the suit? I don't understand which one that is. Thank you, Josh, for the update. That was quick. That was quick, and we're done. Just like that. Holy cow. I don't think we have any more courts to go to other than Kansas might still be happening a little bit. Judge Hart. Let's see if there's anything here that's going on that's interesting.
And I was also wondering if I could get the no contact lifted from my boyfriend.
Condition of the bond that she already posted, no contact with the alleged victim and also with Butler Community College.
Miss Wenda, the court advises you may not have contact with Tion Jones. That continues. You may not have contact with Tion Jones. You may not have direct communication with Butler County Community College. That would be something that your court-appointed counsel might be able to affect on your behalf if need be.
And Your Honor, she needs to contact Butler, the law enforcement agency for Butler County College. State does not object to her contacting law enforcement there, but otherwise we would ask that she not go on the property or have any contact with anyone else besides just the law enforcement agency.
And stay out of college.
Thank you, Miss Norris, for clarification. Miss Wenda, you may make contact with Butler County Community College Police Department, whatever they call themselves, but you may not have or be back on the Butler County Community College property itself. You may make contact with Butler County Community College Police Department. And do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay. There being nothing further, court is in recess. And Miss Wenda, you're free to go. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Just don't have a good day at the college.
That's all that I have here, Your Honor.
I have one additional by Zoom. I believe, Miss Norris, it's Elizabeth Hennessy.
Judge, I do show one more file, and that it is Elizabeth Hennessy. It looks like a first appearance on a warrant to show cause. I do not see her.
It's a show cause. She didn't show up before.
And it sounds like nobody else is at security. So I'm not sure where Miss Hennessy is.
Okay, Adam, there's no one else at security, right?
No, there is not, Your Honor.
Adam, thank you. And you're free to go. Have a good day, good weekend.
Oh, he's gone.
And
he's like,
Amber, if you'll wait for just a moment,
have to tell
I'll
me twice.
check with Boleyn to see there's something about Miss Hennessy that she made contact and was supposed to come in on Zoom. Let me clarify what that is. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mathis, yes, I'm working on that. I'm working on the prep for Halloween live stream. Going to live stream trick or treating, and hundreds of trick or treaters is the idea, which we've had every year since I moved here. Oh man, there was a chase yesterday. I missed that. Judge Boyd's still alive, but not talking. Don't think we have any more courts. I think we are. I think we're done with courts for the day. It's all pretty much everyone's going home is what's happening. Everybody's going home. Let's see. Kids make footprints. Are these going to be the red footprints? Like the bloody footprints? He noped out of there so fast. Oh, he was already leaving. Halloween is your birthday, Ivy Berlin? That's awesome. I'll craft a song to commemorate your efforts. Mathis, I can't wait. Please turn the taillight into a strobe light for Halloween. I can do that. I just have a quick question. This connector, here, let me show you. Let me zoom in. This connector has these pins. So you got the little bumps on one side right here and smooth on the other. It's got those pins in there, and it's got these colors of connections. I'm not sure if you can see that. I mean, it might need more light as I break things on my desk. Sorry. Okay. There we go. It has these colors of connections. Red, green, yellow, brown, and white, and black. So it's got 6 wires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know which one is power and how much voltage to put to it. If you tell me that, I can definitely light this puppy up. But I don't want to put voltage down the wrong way. I'm thinking red and white might be the 2. I could Google it, but I wouldn't understand the answers it tells me. And my son, that is like the electrical minded one, has moved out. So, all right. Let's see. I'm excited. I'm excited. Just need to get the Tyvek suits on the list. I've almost doubled what we're spending on Halloween candy just on decorations right now. That's a lot. I've got black light, 150 watt black light floodlights, 2 of those. I've got sidewalk chalk, holographic rear projection screen, fog machine, 700 watt fog machine with 3,000 cubic feet per minute. The fog juice, projector. It says 4K support, but it's a 1080p movie projector. That cost me a whole $100. I'm pretty happy about that one. I think it's a good one. A roll, 1,000 feet of crime scene tape, and a whole stack of crime scene markers, flags, evidence markers. So I think that's all I've got so far. Are you making a Fairview drive? No, not Fairview. So we're keeping away from the evidence cups, the solo cups, and the Stop and Shop bags. Get the black light paint to put stuff on. I will be doing a little bit of that, possibly the chalk as well. Link to the projector. I don't know if this one's good. I can tell you which one I have in my cart, but the the link I have. Let's see. Hang on. Okay, I put the link. This, if you guys know projectors, or if you can find one that's bright and in the same price range, because I'm not spending money for a big projector. Let me know. Mix some taillight into your outfit, make it stand out. Did Fulton County go live again? With what? They're one of the few courts that should still be live today. Fulton County Court. Let's see what they're doing.
You said Wilcox?
Smith Wilcox.
Oh, Smith Wilcox. Okay. Got it. Yes, probation holds. 2023 theft by taking first offender. 24 simple battery, reckless driving, suspended license conviction. 2024 trespass, simple battery, DV conviction. That's all.
Thank you. Whose case is this for the state? Ms. McGill?
That is
please
my
proceed.
case, Judge.
Please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. It is on September 29, 2025 on Flat Shows. Police responded to an incident, or I'm sorry, they didn't respond to an incident. They were
You've not read this
patrolling
before.
Flat Shoals, an old national highway in Atlanta, and the defendant was pulled over for running a red light. She was stopped by Corporal Staley and arrested for active warrants. She became extremely combative and kicked at Corporal Stanley. He kicked at the patrol car, yelled, cursed, and spat on Corporal Staley. She later alleged that Corporal Staley grabbed her in between her legs and inserted his, basically sexually battered her. That's what she alleged. However, that was not corroborated by the body-worn camera. And the only physical act that was made between the two of them is him, after she was in the patrol car, is him putting her legs back into the patrol car after she kicked at him. I saw 26 cycles. I don't know if pretrial saw that. Given her probation holds, her in her FTA, and just the nature of the charge, we are asking for a $2,000 secured bond, and we are asking for at least 1 week of anger awareness courses, and that she consume no alcohol or drugs while out on probation, or I'm sorry, while out on bond.
All right, thank you. Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, she has not only high school, but some college. Her address is a 30349 zip code, so that's quite local in terms of her contact.
This one went south really fast. Stranger Gaming, I'm projecting a rear projection onto a special screen designed for rear projection that is 106 inches wide across the bottom. So it's a small screen. It's probably, it's going to be outside. It's an outside projector that I'm just going to use in high humidity area for one night. But, wow. Josh says, bail. This is Fulton County, you know. Yeah, that went. Virginia, there was a verdict. There was a verdict. Absolutely. And it was, you can either go back and watch it. What are you projecting? I'm projecting a wanted poster. The wanted poster is basically, it's going to look like it's a sheet of paper, right? So it's going to look like this with a picture in the middle. It's going to say wanted across the top. The picture is going to be dynamic, and I can swap it out in a moment's notice with my camera switcher. So it's a live video feed, 1080p video. And I'm going to grab feeds of people walking up to get candy, and they're going to see themselves on the wanted poster when they get there. That's the idea. Make sure to have backup plans in case of inclement weather. I do. I've got a covered porch. Can we send our Halloween decorating to the burner phone? You can. I've got a lot of them so far. Can you get a box of rubber gloves? Yes. Rubber gloves, yes. Then the expensive projector is justified. Expensive projectors are like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I figured this was a cheaper one. Let's see. Do you want me to make a list of fake crimes? Remember, these are kids, but yes, sure, that would be great. So I can flip through a couple. What I'm going to be doing to do to get the image is I'll have my live stream going, and I'll have a separate switcher tied to the pan tilt zoom camera. So the pan tilt zoom, I can just zoom in and get their picture, frame it really quickly, and take what's it's called capture still. So I take a still image from that camera, and then I just put it behind what's called a downstream keyer. So the downstream keyer will have the wanted poster, which has a transparent center. And so as long as I frame it up on my TV, right, I can just take a picture and drop it in, and it will be done. It can be done in like 3 seconds. As soon as they turn and face the camera, I can have them up on the screen. So that'll be fun. Ask your kids to dress up as specimens. I think they're going to be in the suits. Let's see. Very geeked out Halloween setup. Would we expect anything less? I only do adult party consulting. Charge for entry? No. This neighborhood is amazing, and honestly, I love the fact that we get a ton of trick or treaters. I do expect over 600 trick or treaters if we have good weather. It's a Friday night. It's so there's no school the next day or something like that. So kids are going to be out. If it's great weather, it's going to be hopping. It'll be hopping all night long. Well, all night long. It actually stops at 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, nobody shows up. Growing up, kids would show up at like 11:30, still ringing the doorbell. Do you have any leftover candy? Can we just have all the rest? But no, here it's quite reasonable. So it's just mayhem for a couple hours, and then it's over. Do they have to sign anything to allow you to show their faces? Nope. They go out in public. That's the way it works. You don't have the right to not show up, to not be photographed in public. So at least that's how the law is here in the U.S. They can put their hands in a box and hear the verdict music. Purple coconut. I'll just skip ahead. They might be out later since it's Friday. That's a possibility. If it's good weather, I'm up for that as well. Anyone showing up after 11 p.m. gets half to open suckers. Print out the code permitting photography and include it in the bag. Here's what I'm going to do. The live stream is going to be us handing stuff out, and occasionally I might show you some of the wanted posters. But mostly the wanted poster and their picture is just going to be for them. That's a separate switcher altogether, so they won't be connected. Family has a joke. When you run out of candy, you hand out canned clams. Every year I ask someone if they would be consent to me taking their picture with a can of clams, and I send it around. Always downpours on Halloween in Ireland. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it is. In England, when you go trick-or-treating, they pay you to leave. I guess that's Christmas caroling. Might be that as well. Auntie Birdie B, enjoy the grandson. I was just going to ask if you were going to live stream it for us. I should have known better. Virginia, yes, I am. That's why I can count all this as a business expense, which is great. It's basically coming out of the equipment fund. So what we would have bought, what would have been going for, let's see, my next on the list is a 4K encoder, external encoder. What would have been going towards that is going to go towards Halloween for other people. So it'll be fun. Always snows on Halloween. We get snow usually 1 day a year, and it's melted by the next day. We'll get more views than the poll stream. If I can pull this off, this will be crazy. But if I can pull it off, I would like to dual stream both on vertical and on the traditional. That's something that YouTube says they're coming out with, and I should be able to do. Hopefully by the end of the month, I'll have that all figured out so they can dual stream and have both of those going at the same time. Vertical gets us a ton more views from people who just aren't normally viewers. Makes a lot of work for the mods. Chat goes incredibly fast, but it does help the channel a ton. It helps a ton on subscriptions and subscribers and things like that. It grows the channel a ton. Only had 25 trick-or-treaters last year. I need to put my husband on candy duty so I can watch Aria's stream. Future, I have 40.34, I believe, pounds of candy. So 9 Sam's Club-sized giant bags, some of them up to 6 pounds each, of candy. But I think that'll be enough, especially if we pre-bag everything in the biohazard bags. Then we're giving out the same amount to everybody. For the neglected encoder fund, Tumwater Troy. It's on the list. It's just got moved down a slot. That's all. How much of it will be left by Halloween? All of it, Francis, because I own it. It's like a business property. It's not family property, so no one's allowed to open it. It'll all be ready. Can I call you on Discord or StreamYard or just to talk suggestions or Maya updates? Yes. Mathis, I think you can talk to Amber, right? You have a way to talk to Amber. I might give you authorize Amber to give you my personal cell number. Obviously, if you keep it to yourself and don't give it out, that way it would enable. I don't know if that would help. No, that still cost you money. Send me a like a Discord link or something to my email, and we'll line that up. Did we get a verdict for the feuding husband and wife? We did. Anti-Birdie B, it just barely happened a little bit ago. Let's see. I don't think. Let's see. You did miss verdict music, Paula. It was epic. It was great. 40 pounds of candy. Virginia, I live in a little town. Last year I had 600 trick-or-treaters. Individual people coming asking for candy. That doesn't count the parents that stay out at the sidewalk. But little kids coming up asking for candy. 600. And we expect to have more this year. Next goal is the candy to make it to Halloween. It will, except for the candy corn. I ate the whole bag of that today. Nurse Kate, happy birthday tomorrow. 2 years younger than I thought, which is great. I thought I was 56 and I'm turning 54. Nurse Kate. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. You got 2 free years. 2 free years of life. That is awesome. Happy birthday in advance tomorrow. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic birthday. Yeah, there you go. I like candy corn. Yes, I like candy corn, and I don't like circus peanuts. I realize a lot of people say they taste the same, but it is. My husband's creating creepy music on a loop right now. I should send it to you royalty free. Ooh, royalty free creepy music would be a plus. I am concerned about copyright strikes for the feed. Make sure you get low flying fog juice. I've got some good stuff that says it is good for that. Do you have spooky music for us for Halloween? No, not yet. And I can't do anything. I can't do anything copyrighted unless I get a license for it. So the mods are going to work harder with the new YouTube updates, and we weren't warned. Kelly H. I'm sorry, Josh. Tisha says, love it here with all you amazing people. Tisha, congratulations on 6 months. Congratulations on a yellow courthouse. It looks great on you. Thank you for your support. My brother lived in an amazing neighborhood, and across their street, says Rachel B., the neighbor worked for a book publishing company and gave out free books. Last year, they lived there. They had 1,600 kids. That is epic. So what happens if they trip walking through your fog? Basically the same thing that happens every year, that people trip on our flower beds. We've tried everything we can. Our flower beds go right out to the sidewalk, and they have raised brick, like the angled bricks that are sort of nested against each other, all the way around. And every single year, some kid in a dinosaur costume that can't see his feet or his arms comes running and tries to cut the corner and just biffs it right on the sidewalk. So we're going to do the caution tape around the corners. Do you have SoundCloud account? I do not yet. I might be able to get one, though. Put up a puppy garden fence so nobody trips. I think the crime scene tape might have the crime scene tape and the black lights at the corners. It might help. Vincent, those 5 minutes to wait to chat with you were so long. Also, hello from France. Vincent, welcome. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? I have terrible French accent. Je m'appelle Scott. I could share the creepy soundtrack stuff that way. We'll talk. Sounds great. That's what umbrella policies are for. I'm actually struggling for insurance as a YouTuber is getting tricky. More and more insurance companies say, oh, you're a public personality, we don't insure those. Do you still have last year's Halloween in your playlist? It's still up. I haven't taken anything down since Daryl Brooks. And that one little video from, well, the one video from the RICO trial where there was the Zoom bomb issue with the adult material. We took that one down, and then we took a little bit down from the testimony in the Zachariah Anderson trial, just an hour or two. Greeners, thank you. You'll be my underwriter. Debbie in Canada welcomes France. Welcome. It's good to have people from all over. Between RA and Lawn Lumber, I know what I'll be doing on Halloween. What is Rob doing on Halloween? Is he going to be working in his shop? Or Friday Night Frenzy. Sorry, not fights. Still think he needs to rename that. We have a Discord link. Just need to figure out how to get it to you. Email. Email would be the best. MD Recovery Addict. It stands for metal detecting, not doctor. mdrecoveryaddict@gmail.com. We'll get to my spam folder. I mean my email folder. All right. I think that's it. I've got some ordering to do. Got to get these Tyvek suits. And should I get the ones that have like the hood and the goggles, or just the Friday Night Fights says Credence and Mikey? All right, awesome. Just go with Doctor. Trick or treating with Mini Miss. Oh, is he going to live stream it? That would be awesome. Maybe we can link up somehow. Thank you, Mathis. I appreciate that. I'll look at that as soon as the live stream ends. With that being said, let's start the music. I'm going to experience Halloween vicariously through you. Hey, if I can do that, honestly, it is a fun holiday. For the most part, it's a really fun holiday. And I like kids being happy. If I can do something to add to that, it makes me happy to do that. So. The weekend is upon us. Hope you have some great plans. If not, make a couple or make some memories. One of the two. Just have some great plans this weekend. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again on Monday morning. Monday morning, possibly with a new trial. We've had a couple short ones this week. Some good trials, but short trials. So we're looking for possibly a little bit longer. So we'll see what happens. You guys be good to each other. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. You're my new best friend. You don't put a diplomatic plate on a hoopty.
It's bigger than you.
Hush!
It's bigger than me.
I'm trying to have
It's bigger
court.
than
Don't
all
raise
of
your
us.
voice again.